Hello again, it's Martha, and today we're going to be talking about learning your basic 1 through 10 addition facts. There are 3 basic ways we're going to do this: counting forward, knowing your doubles, and making 10. Counting forward and counting up are really easy. Let's see how that works. Counting up is only going to be used when you're adding either a 1, a 2, or a 3 to a number. It works like this. Get an empty bowl and put some pennies in, just a few. I put 7 pennies in my bowl, and there are 1, 2, 3 pennies beside it. So I'm going to add the 3 pennies to the bowl, and I'll be doing the addition problem 7 plus 3. So to do 7 plus 3, I say 7 loudly because there are 7 in the bowls, and I count up 7, 8, 9, 10 as I put the pennies in the bowl. Another way to have a picture in your mind of what the counting forward method looks like is to use a number line. You're walking along a straight road. You start at 0, and you take a big jump to 7 steps, 7 blocks. And you stop, and then you want to add 3. We're doing the 7 plus 3 problem. So you count 7, 8, 9, 10. That's counting forward. 3 is a small number. It's not difficult to count ahead 3 blocks. If the problem is given to you as 3 plus 9, instead of starting with the 3, start with the 9. Take the big jump first. Change it to the 9 plus 3 problem. So you're going to say 9 loudly, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go ahead 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. Knowing your doubles is another important strategy in learning how to add. Visualization, I think, is very important. So here are some visuals, some pictures to help you remember your doubles. You don't have one eye, but you have 1 plus 1 or 2 eyes. A dog has 2 legs in the front and 2 legs in the back. 2 plus 2 is 4. A clover has 3 leaves, and 2 clovers have 6 leaves. The 3 plus 3 is 6. One dog has 4 legs, and 2 dogs have 8 legs. 4 plus 4 is 8. On one hand, you have 5 fingers. On the other hand, you have 5 fingers. 5 plus 5 is 10. In a carton of eggs, there are 6 eggs on one side and 6 on the other. 6 plus 6 is 12. On a calendar, 1 week has 7 days. 2 weeks have 7 plus 7 or 14 days. An octopus has 8 legs. 2 octopi have 8 plus 8 or 16 legs. A single tic-tac-toe board has 9 squares. 2 tic-tac-toe boards have 9 plus 9 or 18 squares. My friend has 10 fingers. I have 10 fingers. Together we have 10 plus 10 or 20 fingers. Another handy way of getting the doubles in your head is to think about skip counting by 2. Jump 2 squares at a time along the number line and count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Those are your doubles. Another powerful way of learning your addition facts is knowing the combinations that make 10. When you think about it, there are only 5 combinations that make 10. The 1 and 9, the 2 and 8, the 7 and 3, the 6 and 4, and the 5 and 5. We can picture these combinations of numbers that make 10 using the familiar triangle. Here's the 1 plus 9 combination, the 2 plus 8, the 3 plus 7, the 4 plus 6, and the 5 plus 5. An activity that could reinforce the Make 10 facts is an empty egg carton with 2 sections cut off. Math people call this a 10 frame. Then have a collection of counters. They could be bottle caps or pennies or whatever. And have a friend put 9 counters in your egg carton. And then as you add 1, you have the 9 plus 1 is 10. Have your friend put 8 counters in, and then you put in 2 counters. 8 plus 2 is 10, and so forth. Have your friend put in 6 counters, and you add 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 and 4 is 10. The 10 frame is really handy at getting the 10 facts in your head. Now that we know all of the combinations that make 10, it really makes it easy for us if we're adding an 8 or a 9 to a number. Let's start by seeing what happens if we're adding 9 to a number. Suppose we want to do the addition problem 9 plus 7. So we start with a 9, and we think of our 10 frame with 9 counters already in the 10 frame. And then we think of our 7 units sitting beside our 10 frame. We take one of the units and put it inside the 10 frame. So we've actually made a different addition problem. We've made the 9 plus 7 problem, once we've put that counter in, into the 10 plus 6 problem. So 9 plus 7 must be 16. Let's do another problem using 9. Suppose we had 9 plus 5. Again, we have our egg carton with 9 counters in it. And then we're going to add 5 to that 9. So we're going to take one of those 5 counters, put it into the egg carton. Now we have a new problem. We have the 10 plus 4 is 14 problem. It's a little bit of a stretch, but this idea also works when you're adding 8 to a number. Let's think about the 8 plus 6 problem. Now we have an egg carton with 8 counters in it. We want to add 6. So we're going to kind of break 2 of those units away from the 6, put them into the egg carton, and now we have a new problem. We have the 10 plus 4 problem. Let's think through the 8 plus 5 problem. We start with 8 counters in our egg carton. Then we break 2 of the counters away from the 5 that's sitting outside that we want to add. Take those 2 counters and put them inside the egg carton, and we have a new problem. We have a 10 plus 3 problem. 8 plus 5 is 13. I have a final strategy to share with you as far as learning your basic facts. When you have 2 numbers that are close together, like 5 and 6, and they only differ by 1, or 9 and 8, they only differ by 1, or 6 or 7, they only differ by 1. Think about what the smaller number is and double it. So you're going to think 5 plus 6, you're going to think 5 plus 5, but 6 is just one more. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. For the 9 plus 8, we're going to think, let's double 8 and then add 1. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 1 more is 17. 7 plus 6, we're going to think, let's just double the 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, and then one more would make 13. It's a little bit of a stretch when the numbers are 2 apart on the number line, like 5 and 7 are 2 apart. 7 is 2 units bigger than 5. So we could still do this. We could think 5 plus 5 is 10, but then I need 2 more. 10 plus 2 is 12. 6 and 8 are kind of close. 6 is 2 units smaller than 8. So what we could do is we could double 6, that's 12, and then compensate for that by adding 2. 12 plus 2 is 14. The next step on our journey is to develop some thinking strategies to become familiar and comfortable with the basic facts of subtraction. So this is Martha saying goodbye for now. See you later.